Clobberin time! Clobberin time! Clobberonimo! It's Clobberin time! Clobberonimo!
Yeah, Clobberonimo. Greetings, clobberers, clobberonimos, clobberettes, clobberoids, clobberooskies, clobberians, and clobby thisers and clobby thaters. And for those who are not yet clobbering, the secret is to bang the rocks together, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Clobberin Times, issue number 671 on YouTube, 1,371 overall, and Monday night Mark C. Comics Talk. It is good to see you, wonderful friends here, and I hope more friends will show up soon. Well, how is everyone tonight? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the beginning of the week. And that Monday fun day, huh? Yeah. Don't you just love it? Had a fantastic time tonight, though, on the great J-Man's channel for sure. A good buddy J-Man, and Sean and I reviewing 3 more issues of the Legion of Superheroes in our never-ending quest. Well, it'll end eventually, but it's going to be a while. To review all of every appearance of the Legion of Superheroes in chronological order from 1958 to 1989. Every story, not that like if there was like a cameo for 5 seconds, but every story that involved the Legion or a Legionnaire, we are going to do it. And what a lot of fun we were having doing it so far. Little show notes. I'll be over here, of course, Wednesday night for Wildcard Wednesday night. And, of course, that the clubhouse will be in session with both my wonderful first officer, Raquel, and the great chief engineer, Bargany. And I don't think I'll be, I'm not sure, but I don't think I'll be at Midnight's Edge tomorrow night because I think I'll be going somewhere. But I do believe I'll be there Thursday night. And, of course, then there's Friday. Friday, Fourth World. It is Fourth World Friday, my folks. On J-Man's great channel, where J-Man and Sean and I will continue to review all of the King of Comics, Jack Kirby's Fourth World Saga. And it has been so much fun. What a great ride. Really, really enjoying that. And then, of course, we'll hang out with my good buddy Nick Weiser and the gang on 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser, which is around 8:30 Central, after, which is a little bit after the Fourth World. So I'm always there. That's on Friday nights. We've been doing something spooky for Halloween, I suppose, comic book-wise. And then, of course, Saturday night, the big one, Saturday Night Star Trek. 4 more episodes of Star Trek Voyager Season 3. reviewed by me and my wonderful first officer, Raquel. And then there's the Sunday night geekery. Had a good time last night. It was great fun hanging on the geekery last night, where Mark D with the C took us on part one of a multi-part tour of New York City Comic-Con 2023. And it was a lot of fun seeing all the sights, not sounds, but the sights of it. And no real sound, but we don't need them. We got the sights. That's all we need. That is, of course, every Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah. Let's see who is, and then let's do some shout outs. See who's up in here tonight. Grim, hi, Grim. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. J-Man, gasp, choke, chuckle, sigh, moan, all those things. Good to see you, buddy. Gwagnar, what's up, Gwag? Good to see you, bud. Good to see you, sir. Where are we? Hey, D. Bud Martin. Oh, I didn't call out the wrenches. Well, we'll do it backwards this time. We'll call it everybody. Fred's here first. Susan Eckstein, hello there. Good to see you. Welcome. Could not be reached for further comment. Hey there, Claude Salling, Ironhide 84, and now the wrenches. Sorry, wrenches. I don't know where I am. Don't know what I am. Eric K. the Bronze Wrencher. Whether they're here or not, to get the shout out naturally. Chris Persia, Vindicator Wrench of the Great Ride North. The aforementioned great D. Bud Martin, the Wrench of Iron. Lord Thoth and Lady Thoth. Avon lives long, live the Legion. The aforementioned great J-Man, my partner in crime on Earth B, and fellow Fourth World and Legionnaire reviewer extraordinaire. Super Wrench Kal-El. Matty Statty, Thorin Vegas, and Wrench Mjolnir, that rascally wrench himself, fan to be outsidey, and our own music meister, Maximum Redstone. So there we have it. And anyone out there lurking or watching on a download or a rewatch or whatever you want to call it, thank you so much. It is truly appreciated. We really are happy that you do it. We're really thrilled about that. And then just thank you. And please like and subscribe if you would. I know I'm supposed to say that. Brogu, hello there. Just Joe, Jobber, what's up, buddy? Picasso, hey there. Amelia Clark, what's up? Brian Hepburn, what's up, man? Good to see you all. And hey, Jobber, it's always a pleasure, buddy. From the old days there. Your Bears, 1-1. Yesterday. Yes, sir. Yepper. So in a little bit, I think I'll do a random, supposed to say Clobby's random comics review. For the hell of it, we'll just review a comic. Because it's always fun to review a comic. Is it not? I think it's fun. Look, it's comics talk. And we can talk about anything you want, of course, when it comes to the comics stuff. But in a bit, we will review another issue of the Defenders. We'll just zip through one because it's fun. Know what I mean? Yeah. So reviewing comics is fun. Yes, indeed. Good to see you, Chris. Thanks for being there, buddy. Chris Persia, the man. Oh, well. That's good to know. Doc Fortune. Yeah, it's snowing. Who's got snow? Gwag, do you have snow? Wow, it's 89 degrees here all day today. Well, we had bad fog today downtown, and I was leaving home. Oh, wow, man. We had such bad fog today. I was trying to go to New Orleans to deliver something, and you couldn't get into New Orleans because on one of the surrounding bridges, New Orleans is in a bowl surrounded by water, and it's below sea level. and the mist was so bad on one of the interstates there. They had 100-car pileup. 30-something people were hurt bad, and unfortunately 2 fatalities. And it closed everything down. I couldn't go. I mean, got stuck in a lot of bad traffic and could not go to New Orleans. Didn't Raquel get snow? I know I don't know. I don't know if Raquel got snow or not. Well, I guess it wouldn't surprise me. But we never get snow here. Almost never in my long, silly life. Very, 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 very rarely get snow here. It's happened maybe. I stress. It's happened maybe about 3-4 times in my 5 maybe in my life, as far as like really serious. A lot of snow where you can see it on the damn ground. It's, stays for a while. Wow. They got snow, huh? Brogo, you were born and raised in Baton Rouge. That's where I'm from. That's where I am. Fellow Baton Rougean. Wow. Dang, okay. You never know. If you ever walked into a comic shop at any point in the 80s or even the 90s, maybe we may have met. Who knows? So anyway, rough day, rough start to the week, but a good start in some ways. So there's certain things going on in comics that I don't want to talk about because it's modern comics, but man, it's some crap that they're doing to these these older characters. So the only thing you could do, really, and I'm not going to talk about it here. It's something done on other channels. I don't do that here. I've talked about it, but it's not here. So the only recourse is to look at old comics, read old comics. They're better. Sorry. Ravenscroft. Hello. Just they are. I mean, it's just the way it is. Went to Broadmoor and Tower High Schools. Wow, I went to Broadmoor Junior. Yeah. I don't know your age range, but and my brothers went to Broadmoor High, and I know exactly where Tara is too. I've been over there on Tara Boulevard, and oh yeah, wow. Lived in a lot of the same. We lived close at some point. Yes, could not be reached. It is criminal. It's awful what's being done. Like I say, I don't do it here on this channel. It doesn't mean I don't care. I do, but it's just not what this channel is for. Other channels are doing it and doing it very well, but it's just certain things coming out this week really makes me sick. Screwing these characters over. It's not a new thing. They've been doing it forever, but I mean, yeah, but they can have it. I don't need it anymore anyway. Just go to the old stuff. So list of current DC comics coming out, and I just about gagged today. All cartoony art, silly agenda crap. So yes, Ravenscroft, yes. That it is. Good way to put it. It is a bunch of silly agenda drivel. It's not comics. It's not exciting. The art's not great. It's not about adventure or entertainment at all. Just about sending the message that, by the way, nobody wants to hear your message. And the people that agree with their stupid message don't buy comics. Again, without going too far down the rabbit hole, I'm just going to say that and leave it at that. So what we'll do is just celebrate the good stuff. That's what this channel is all about. That this channel is about talking about the stuff we love, or even the stuff we don't love. Even if it's something we don't like, it's still reviewing it on an artistic basis. In other words, not going after stuff that, not really dealing with all the culture war related stuff, which should be done. But other channels are dedicated to that, where I'm just gonna talk straight, just geekness. JD Lewis, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Very good point. Hey, Fanty. Very good point, Ravenscroft. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. But so what we'll do is we'll just talk about the good stuff out there, the good older stuff. And I promised on my thumb there would be a random comics review tonight. And what I've been doing is just I pull stuff. Well, it was kind of random, but not really, because I started with I've been doing the Defenders for the past few months. Once a month, I review Amelia. Yes and no. The culture war is hard. It is hard to avoid. Nobody's avoiding it, but everything doesn't have to deal with it either. Okay, well, I'm not avoiding it. I'm avoiding it here on this channel. It's not about that. And anybody doesn't like that, hey, that's just the way it is. I'm a big fan of a lot of channels that do deal with it, but I don't. It needs to be dealt with, and we need to have alternatives to it as well, by doing things that people could, have fun. This show's about just kicking back and having fun as geeks. All 4 of my shows that I do a week are about that. Which is why I'm a small channel that is never going to be big. And then that's fine. I don't need it. Because you do have to be talking about the controversial stuff to get noticed. And some of my favorite people that I'm fans with and friends of and friends with, by the way, they do it and they do it well. They don't need one other, they don't need somebody else doing it. But it's true. The past does keep looking better and better, Ravenscroft. This is exactly right. And tonight, and so we're going to show, with all this terrible, horrible comics and crap that come out, tonight we're going to show just a basic, not great one or anything, but basic fun one from the past. I've been doing the Defenders lately. And over the past, they first appeared, like I said, in Marvel Feature. And, indeed, Amelia. But I'm editing out copies of the old Marvel superheroes cartoon from 1966. Great stuff, using the art and stories from the original comic. Great comics. There's a channel running all those right now. I think it's still up. Or every now and then there's this channel that runs those like for hours, just some of the old Marvel 60s cartoons. It's pretty cool. I love them. They're ridiculous. They just snip out pieces of art and have voice actors like known ones like John Vernon. But I love them. They got great theme songs. So the first couple of issues of Defenders were in the Defenders that were in a tryout book Marvel Feature. And then my last one I did last month was Defenders number 1. And tonight we have Defenders number 2. Number 2. You are number 2. Go. Whoopies. All right. The Marvel superheroes have arrived. Indeed, could not be reached. Love that song. Yeah. All right, so the quickie Clobby Classic Comics review. As we've been doing Defenders, I don't know how long we'll do Defenders, but it's, I love them, and I just thought it'd be fun to walk down memory lane with those. It's so much fun doing, Legion with, reviewing Legion with Sean and Jay and and Jay Man, and just what a great time we've been having. Make it bigger. Yep, they were the non-team, exactly. And these are the early days of the Defenders. I always liked that book more for its cast. It usually had interesting writing. Sometimes, but the art's really nice in this one. I think, because if you're a Sal fan, this is Defenders number 2. Look at that Sal Buscema cover. The Search for the Silver Surfer. They steal the Enterprise to go find the Silver Surfer, the Dynamic Defenders. The secret of the Silver Surfer. All right. So I have to take my eyes off the chat for a bit every now and then, but I'll keep coming back and watching it. It has been, so basically it opens up. Doctor Strange in his astral form out in the ocean with Subby, talking about them been searching for the Silver Surfer for a couple of months. And Subby's like, yeah, hey, jackass attacked me. I'm ready to kick his ass, which was in an earlier issue. The Defenders is published by Magazine Management Company, Inc., Office of Publication, 625 Madison Avenue, New York. Anyway, it was bi-monthly at this point. It was published. 1972. Yeah. So anyway, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, with a nice big old double pager by Sal, our pal Sal Buscema. Yep, 20 cents indeed. Clobber, you're right. Defenders could have been so much more successful if they had gotten a definitive art team. Yeah, the art team. I mean, well, the early ones I liked because it was Sal. I liked Sal, but eventually, oh boy, when it was Don Perlin, the cover sold the books and told a story. Look at the guy zapping the surfer and his horns. Think he might be a bad guy. Yeah. Cover. Again, these are classic comics, but they're just so much better. I mean, the simpler, the better, really. They're not meant to. And look, there were comics, including by the guy who wrote this one, that were highly political, but a lot of them weren't. You think your mind blown now, frantic one? This is only page 3. Come see what lies beyond with publisher. Steve Englehart, boy, he was a good writer a lot of the time. Sal Buscema on the art and John Verpoten on the inks. Surfer, you dare what, my friend? You've heard of my exuberant interest? So basically, Surfer was looking for these chaps, but they are looking for him too. Yeah, Perlin. Hey, Dad Man Walking. What's up, dude? Dad Man and the Dad Man Clan. How you doing? All right, buddy. Everyone, please go. If anyone can get Dad Man's channel link up there, he needs just a few more subs to get to 500. If we can get a link in there for him, and then I would consider it a favor if you would all go subscribe to his channel. If not, I can get up there in a minute, but I don't have. I mean, maybe in my description. I think it's in my description below. Let me see. What more? I think I have it here. Let's see, where are they? I thought it was in here. Oh, there it is, right there. I got it. Someone probably would have beat me to it, though. I knew you'd beat me to it there, Dad. D-Bud, thanks, man. I appreciate that. So please, if any of you would, if you wouldn't mind, please go subscribe to my buddy Dad Man's channel. Captain Infinity and Beyond. Ravenscroft said, I think the difference is while the creators may have learned hard one way, leaned one way politically, they didn't necessarily push that view at you, which is the correct way to write. Just tell a damn story. Well, you know what, Ravenscroft? I agree with that absolutely. But the fact is that it was still done in Hollywood and comics like it is done today, but usually it was done by people who also had artistic talent, and they would stick it in their stories that were still good stories sometimes. Like, and comics even did it too. There was a stint on Captain America written by Steve Englehart. It was very, during the time Watergate had finished up, and it was very political. And even before that, there was some pretty political stuff in Captain America. But they still didn't let it loose. Even the editorial staff never let it stop being good guys and bad guys. They never let it stop being action-packed. Carlos Megas, hey. So good to see you. So there were still a lot of these guys were still there. I mean, and if they could have got away with more, they would have. It's just that there was control because the controlling interest in these companies, Marvel, DC, at least, and maybe others, they cared about the bottom line, and they also didn't want activism in their comics. J.D. Lewis, I've said that many times, and I appreciate you saying that. Well, John Buscema was a master illustrator. He certainly was. Sal Buscema was a master storyteller. He certainly was and is. I think he is still with us. Good. I love Sal Buscema. It was a cleaner style. It was less simple. Yet it was similar, not too dissimilar from his brothers. I think John was the better artist, but I think Sal was a great action artist and a great penciler. Excuse me, a great cartoonist and great with action. I mean, really dynamic style for action, as simplistic as it was. And as a kid, I loved it because I wanted to see these characters slugging it out. And so there's something going on there. Because Namor accuses Surfer of trying to kill him a couple of months ago. The Silver Surfer Hugh helped Necrodamus. And Necrodamus and his scheme slay Namor for the Undying Ones. At last our paths cross. So Doctor Strange's astral form's pissed off at the Surfer too. What the hell did the Surfer do? Ironhide, good point. Even Coletta inks on Captain America stories couldn't ruin Sal's dynamic. Yeah, Coletta, he did ruin a lot of people. I mean, certainly he didn't enhance Sal's work, but he didn't destroy it either. I'll give you that. But better inkers were better for him, obviously. Sal did great layouts with the right inker. His stuff looked great, like this issue. Yeah, John Verporten didn't ink as much as he usually, but he did this one. They did a good job on this one. I like, it's weird. Strange as it is, I know it's odd. Nothing against him, but I never really liked Joe Staton as a penciler. But I liked him as an inker on Sal Buscema. Am I weird for that? Buscema, inking Buscema, he was great. I mean, I hear you, Ravenscroft. Absolutely. Let's see. So anyway, there's the usual slug him out a little bit, not a big one, but a little bit between Namor and Surfer. And yeah, Namor can hold his own against the Surfer, but the Surfer's just too much of a pacifist pansy to fight him. I mean, he has the power cosmic. Now, Surfer, now I will repay your treachery. So great pages here. Imagine that, a comic with action in it. Let's see, Ironhide, unpopular opinion. That may get me clobbered. No clobbering here for opinions, buddy. I like Staton inking Trippy on Hulk. Oh, I agree. I don't remember did he ink Trippy on Hulk much? How much did he? I know he inks Buscema. I'm drawing a blank. So, but anyway, I have no problem with, look, I think he's a better inker. And I love Trippy on Hulk. He did. I'm trying to remember it's not coming back to me but you're telling me he did. I think I know, because he had some crappy inkers like Jack Abel. Of course, I love the Severin's inking on when was it Marie Severin with John Severin would ink on the Hulk. Lovely. And did Staton ink some Trippy? Okay, cool. I know it inks Buscema. Not enough though. Our pal Sal, though, I loved him. And this is great work by Sal right here. This really is, man. Great action. Sal could really draw a punch, if you know what I'm saying. When Sal drew a punch, you felt it. And look at the dynamism here. I mean, it's nice. None of these guys are in Kirby's league, but they're all what they do here is they're all trying to be Kirby because they all trained under him, and they were trained under those who trained under him, and they were all, whether it's John Buscema or Mita, any of these people, when they first got their jobs there, they were told, draw like Jack, draw like Jack, draw like Jack. And they were told, and so this is them. It doesn't mean it has to look, it looks exactly like it, but they were told to be like him And they emulated him fairly well. And they did a good job with action. In issue 1, Subby falls out of the sky near the Hulk. When Namor woke, he said the Surfer knocked him out. Okay. I reviewed issue 1. I don't even remember that. Weird. Thanks, Fanty. Glad somebody has a memory around here. And I reviewed issue 1. Crap. All right. So anyway, just a great couple of panels here. Like I said, nothing like a Sal punch. Sal's really good at action, though. And the Surfer board right in the back for Subby. Yeah. Hungry boy. Don't worry, we'll get to the Perlin issues eventually. Hey, good to see you. We're on Sal Buscema now. This is Defenders number 2 for anyone wanting that we're reviewing. We did number 1 last month. I'm already forgetting shit from it. But don't worry. One of these days, we'll get to those cherished Don Perlin issues that you love so much, Hungry boy. Gotcha, Fanty. Thank you. So again, some fabulous Sal Buscema action. And Surfer, once again, with Mr. I've offered the hand of friendship. You returned it with a fist. Hey, well, you know, all men on this poor planet are insane with a lust for strife. Thank you, Steve Englehart, with your dialogue. Get away from me, you bellicose nonsense. Your blah, 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 blah. All right. So, but never again will the Silver Surfer involve himself with men. I'm going to go find me some women. No, he didn't say that. I shall retreat to my private valley and pass the remainder of my days apart, knitting and milking goats. I shall never return. Surfer, where is he? Strange by all the seas, where is he? Namor wants to kick some ass, man. He wants to kick some Silver ass. True, D-Bud. Let's face it. Silver was... He was right. He was aptly named the Cosmic Crybaby. Affirmative, Master. Thank you, Hungry Boy. Thank you, Hungry Boy, for that. I try to do my best K9 that I can. Thank you, Master. No, see. I love Silver Surfer, but he was a crybaby. Gee, whine, especially. Never mind. And I love the John Buscema issues of his regular series. That John Buscema really did all the plotting and true plotting on in the art, and that Stan put silly dialogue into. But yeah. Gone, Namor. That speed's unreachable for you. However, his final words. Anyway, so they got to go back to the Sanctum Sanctorum, Sanctorum, to deduce the whereabouts of the Silver Smurfer. And for that, Doctor Strange will put on his old body. Oh, shite. Silver Surfer, Namor would, anyway. Silver Surfer's powerful, though. Come on. He's the power cosmic now. Let's see here. So, they go into this library, rather repository for manuscripts. And Doctor Strange deduces that he's in the Himalayan valleys and says, well, let's go after Silver Ass. And he said, let's go. Wait, Namor, first we must find the Hulk. He was stabbed near to death by Necrodamus, and we can use that because he still wants to kick his ass. Should be offered the option of retribution. That's not it, Doc. You need the muscle, and you know that he's so simplistic, you can manipulate him like you always do. He always manipulates the Hulk into helping him, which is one of the fun things about this comic. He's like B.A. Baracus from A-Team. So maybe, who knows? Maybe the A-Team writers read Defenders. Oh, dear. Dave Rayborn, what's up, cousin? My actual cousin. What's up, brother? Yes, what you said, Captain Finity. The secret library where Doc Strange keeps his forbidden tomes of erotic etchings. Well, have you seen Clea? Editing the subby episodes of the Marvel superheroes right now. I'm missing one. Now, when you say editing, what do you mean? How are you editing them, sir? Explain yourself. If you, well, it's none of my business. You don't have to explain yourself. But if you, Surfer Mrs. Shayla Bale, I know. Shayla Ball. I miss you, Shayla Ball. Oh man, I love that Silver Surfer cartoon. Indeed, Frank Bruner's Clea was the best. Frank Bruner's Doc Strange was amongst the best. Amongst the best, for sure. So there they just managed. They just find the Hulk easily. I don't know why. He's a magician. He can do that, right? There is our ally Atlantean. So I see, Strange. Ho, Hulk. Don't call me a ho. No. Huh? Who calls to Hulk when Hulk wants to be alone with his eyes closed? Sal, why are his eyes closed? Oh, it's them. Hulk, you must come with us. We need you. But Hulk doesn't need you, you pansies, says Hulk. Hulk just lost Jarella again. Hulk, pissed. Wants nothing to do with puny humans now. Besides, Hulk hates being ordered around by stupid magician. I don't know the name Jarella, brute, but do you know the name Necrodamus? Well, Subby, getting in on the manipulate Hulk game. I see. Necrodamus, giant human who hurt Hulk. Hulk hates him most of all. I know I sound like the one on that stupid Marvel cartoon that you're editing. I see what are you saying there, D-Bud? I got the MSH Marvel Superheroes episodes downloaded from archive.org. They're mixed in with the 67 FF Spider-Man cartoons. Cool. So I'm having to edit out the individual episodes and put them on. Oh, okay, I got you. They're mixed in. That's great, though. You got all the FF and Spidey cartoons, too? Duder. Nice. Yes, true. DC Fontana did write one episode of the Silver Surfer cartoon, as did Harlan Ellison. Oh, and as Ironside said, there you go. True that. So that man, it's so sad we didn't get a second season of that cartoon, the Silver Surfer cartoon. So I read somewhere, I forgot where it was now, a good long time ago online, about their plans for the second season, which was going to have the FF in it, which is messed up because they didn't have the FF in the origin story, which pissed me off, even though I love the show. I hated that they skirted around, the FF for his origin. The FF belonged in the Silver Surfer's origin. Pissed me off. So anyway, good. Good. Then before you change your mind, take my cloak of levitation. Huh? You cannot lead to our destination. So he's flying. He's riding on Hulk's. Look at that. Oh, there he is. Look at that. He's riding on Hulk's. Oh, look at Doc Strange riding Hulk with his cloak of levitation on. I have the 67 Spidey cartoons on DVD and the 67 FF cartoons on MP3. Yeah, I have a bootlegs of those because the idiots won't put those out on DVD for some reason. Still need the image. Okay, well, that's cool. I stand under. Stand under it, sir. Thank you. So off we go. To the this cut to see something that was shown in the last issue. Meanwhile, miles away, the doom. I'm trying to do it similar to like John Vernon's narrative voice or whoever that narrator was on the Marvel Superheroes cartoons. Meanwhile, miles away, the doomsday device accidentally set in motion last issue continues to tick toward the time when it will destroy the Earth at a rate of 1 second per month, and the defenders still know nothing of it. Will they learn of it and halt it in time? Only the future has the answer. It is now hours of real world time later, and it took them hours to fly there. What the hell, Doctor Strange? Could you make one of your portal thingies? I don't get it. Whatever. Maybe he couldn't use his magic, but he used to do that stuff. It was later, maybe. Okay. Clear equal ding dong, says Captain Infinity. All right. So here we go. They go land in this village, and Hulk casts a. I'm not even going to show the racial slur, but Hulk actually uses one of a sort. Not really, but anyway. And so they find out these people don't know what's going on. Doctor Strange makes them forget that they'd seen them. Look at this. Why would the Hulk, Submariner, and Doctor Strange need guides up a mountain? It's just Steve Englehart. Look, they're super. I mean, they're practically godlike beings. The Submariner can fly very fast. The Hulk can leap very far, and not only that, Doctor Strange can teleport things and do all that. It's phony drama. You're just filling up pages. Steve Englehart, It's 1967 Doctor Who logic. Reverse the polarity of the neutron flow. So, anyway, they camp by the fire. Look at Hulk sleeping by the fire. Aww. Eventually, they wake up the next morning, and the guide's gone, and they're like, well, where is he? They found feet tracks in the snow. And then they find these monkey thingies. Furry monkey things snarling at Hulk. Hulk bets they are animals that killed guides. Then Hulk will smash. Yeah, the guides got killed, by the way. So Hulk wants to smash him some monkey things. Strong unions in the Himalayas. Gotcha. So we got these, Forgetties, whatever the hell they are. Then Hulk will smash Hulk. Hulk starts, shut up, monkey. Hulk does not want to hear you. Wait, brute, you don't know they're dangerous. So far, they've only made gestures. They flipped us off. Screw them. Hulk knows. Hulk is sure that they're bad guys. But anyway, Surfer shows up. But then, not totally unexpectedly, a flash of silver appears in their midst. A familiar flash of silver. You fool! You mindless fool. Those creatures are harmless. They are my friends, my children. Wow, you've been getting busy? Oh, hey, So, Smurfer explains after Namor tackles him, tries to throttle him. Well, happy Father's Day, Surfer. You, at least I know, are a villain. Stop, Namor. Heed your own advice to the Hulk. And wait until the Surfer overtly threatens, which I will not do, Submariner. Will not do. Who cares what you will do? I know what you've already done, but you are positive. Listen, Strange, and I'll tell you what he did. My cousin Namorita and I were building my new South Polar home one evening. I sent her away for materials, and suddenly my mind seemed to collapse inward from what I now realize was an enchantment. From then on, I was only conscious twice, and then just barely, but both times he was there. Once was on a ruined hilltop, and I saw Necrodamus giving him orders, and the other was when he threw me from his board. That is absolutely not true, except to see you yesterday. I've not left the valley in months. Surfer says the surfer's story is, of course, when Reed Richards tricked Galactus into leaving Earth forever. I felt the now familiar need to cleanse myself of the psychic stains left by battle. A classic piece of strategy from FF 123 Roy. But this time I opted for performing some constructive act rather than brood, rather than rage. I wanted to do something small yet meaningful and do it successfully, much like the American Peace Corps. Volunteers, so I searched the world for a primitive race that I could aid, and found it in this Himalayan valley, this small group of nearly human apes. They are simple, childlike folk, profoundly curious about things and events they do not comprehend, and cruelly cut off from ever learning these things by the surrounding snowy wasteland. I made friends easily, and they liked my surfboard and thought I looked really weird. Anyway, started teaching him and all this stuff, because that's what his type do. Necrodamus was in the, he was in the WandaVision series. Was he? Was that him? Well, he didn't look like this. Simba didn't have a knack for that classic larger-than-life hero art. It's really fun seeing it again. It is fun. I love it, dude. So that was Necrodamus then. I think someone had mentioned that. It's been a while since I watched that drivelly show. Anyway. So, turns out that wasn't the surfer after all that did it. But, bump, but they're not such good little ape people themselves. Certainly, still, we have reason to believe that your friends killed last night. Certainly we did, Dr. Strange. Just as we will now kill you. For such is the mistrust, and such is the mission, and such is the trust of Kalazuma and his warrior wizards. Kalazuma. Yeah. Well. See, monkeys are not really monkeys, huh? Hulk told you they were bad. Hulk could tell. I'll give you a written apology, Hulk, after this is over. It is over, and we have won, for you will never escape. In the time we have lived, blah, 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 whatever. He just attacks. Wackiness ensues. There's a fight. They blast the surfer. They think they're going to beat. He says, we've got our hands full doing that. Fishman is crazy. I think Dong Monster, blah, 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 blah. They think they got Hulk and Namor, but then they get their asses thrown into the stratosphere. One stupid magician against Hulk. He says, he scoffs. Hulk, he scoffs at him. While Doc Strange duels Kalazuma, you battle well, Strange, but my combined forces will defeat you. You may be correct, Mage. Let's combine our forces in one attack upon the leader of our foes now. We hear, Stephen Strange. This way, Hulk, fast. So, an instant in time. Kalazuma is fighting, perhaps winning. The following instant, the power cosmic of the Silver Surfer blasts him. The slab-like right fist of the Hulk clubs him. The steel-sinewed left fist of the Submariner pounds him the most. The most potent spell of Doctor Strange smites him. And you dare to strike me, for that you shall all thud, die. Boom, thud, 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 thud. Harsh experience dictates that this world there are leaders and there are followers. With leaders, what happens to followers? Good guess. Yeah. This is the end of them, my children. Now I understand, my children, how your Adam felt when he beheld his son Cain. Wowzer, Stephen Englehart. Getting biblical, boy. I mean, okay, but yeah, if you really must. So let's end this one up. When they awaken, they will remember nothing of their evil past, nor want to. Would that I could likewise forget. Are there no creatures of peace on this globe? Is battle the beat of all life? Am I always to be reviled by those I only want to aid? Oh, that I could leave this mad planet, could return to my home world of Zinla, and once more embrace my beloved Shalabal. Well, you can't, so there. You got to get rid of that barrier Galactus put there. Maybe you will one day. Maybe you won't. Perhaps you can. As a jest that is in poor taste, Strange. There are few things sacred in my poor life, but returning to Shalabal is one. I do not mock you, Silver Surfer. I truly believe I can grant you your desire. Listen, and I shall tell you next. 4 Against the Gods, to be continued. And that ends another edition of Video Comics by Clobberin Times, based upon video comics. Remember, oh, what's that? Hey, Larry, what's up, buddy? I don't care for Eagleheart's casual dialogue for Namor. Happy Father's Day, Server, and I'll write you an apology. Yeah, good point. He did not write well for him, but does anyone remember video comics? And this isn't really all that much. It's similar, I remember, I probably mentioned this before. Back around in the late 70s, Nickelodeon had just been around for a short time, and I didn't have our cable didn't have that, but we went to Disney World one year, and I remember in the hotel room we had this thing. We was watching this channel called, I guess, a flipping channels, and landed on something that had comic books on it. Later learned that it was Nickelodeon. Maddie's daddy, what's up, buddy? It was Nickelodeon, right? And they were showing comic pages and talking about, like, there were voices narrating what was going on, showing the comics pages. And it was Gil Kane art. It was the Gil Kane John Broome origin of the Guardians of the Universe. So it was an old Silver Age comic, and I've turned out it's called Video Comics. And used to love that. What little I got to see of it. Then by the time I think we got Nickelodeon, they weren't really doing it that much anymore. Although I do remember one of those kid shows, George Perez went on Nickelodeon once. What's up, buddy? Ravenscroft says, one of the issues with Defenders was trying to find foes that actually stood a chance of beating them. These guys were just so powerful, it was hard to think they were in real danger. Well, that's the problem with a lot of groups. That's why I think they got rid of Surfer and Submariner. You already had Hulk. I mean, with the 3 powerhouses like that. And then you had it perfect. Your muscle was Hulk. Obviously, Doc Strange was the leader. And then you have lesser. I mean, you got Nighthawk, who's not that powerful. You do have Valkyrie. She's powerful, but, she's not Hulk powerful. Then a few others. So, yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why Subby and Silver Surfer didn't stick around that much. Let's see what we're not going to do issue 3 now, but let's see what the cover looks like. Wow. Gil Kane cover. Steve Englehart, Sal Buscema, and Jim Mooney of the inks. So not reporting, but still pretty good, really good stuff. Oh, I love the art. We're going to read that next time. We'll do a Defenders issue a month. Take it slow. But look, this is a powerful group here. Jesus Christ. I mean, you got Subby, Silver, Surfer, Hulk, Doctor Strange. I mean, that could be more than a match for a bunch of Avengers. But you're right, they're powerful. Show that here. So there you go. Look, so you got Defenders number 3 with a cool Gil Kane cover. Keely Chow, roll that tide, buddy. Jim Mooney does a good job making this J.D. Lewis. He was an old timer at that point. I think he did better than John Reporton, at least it looks like so far. So. But I'll review this next month. But this is nicely inked. It's good. Give Sal a good inker, and man, it shines. Really, it really does. Love our pal Sal. Yes, sir. So. I'll tell you what, if someone names a random issue of an older comic, say it could be a Marvel or a DC, at least mid-70s. I mean, I can't review it. Well, let's look, but we can look at it. I can find it, and we can just look at it. And we'll review it in the sense of, we won't sit there and read the whole thing, but we'll, Drew Batman and Superman books for decades. Yeah, I agree. But you think, better penciler than inker, says Hungry Boy. Wow, there you go. Could well be. Yeah, I think so. I mean, again, Jim was getting old at this point, man. He worked into the late 70s, early 80s, I'm sure. Or do you believe so? What's everybody's idea of a Defenders writer? I'm not as familiar with them as I am average, but I say David Kraft. I don't know. Kind of DeMatteis, Steve Gerber. DeMatteis. You said DeMatteis thought his stuff was a bit trippy. Gerber was crazy, but I kind of like the Gerber run. Englehart was better for other things. I mean, he got too political with his Captain America, I think. But I mean, I love this Batman and his Justice League. How about a good Superman issue? I got just the Superman issue for you, Doc Fortune. Let me go pull up that bad boy. I know, just the Superman issue. Gotta find it here. Give me a second to find it up in you. Man, what up? There we go. I think I know what you should want to look at. We could look at it and then talk about it because it's got great art. One of my favorite issues of Superman. If the thing would load, oh man. So you like Gerber the best, JD? I hear you. All right. Okay, dokie. Let me see here. All right. Make sure I got it right. See if my usually untrustworthy memory of late can nail this one. Man, it's taking forever to load tonight. That's it. I knew it. One of my favorite issues of Superman. Coming right up. Good call. All right. This is going to be Superman issue number 301 from 1976. Check out the bicentennial biceps on that one there. Superman fighting Solomon Grundy by Garcia Lopez art. Jose Luis Garcia Lopez art. And I love it. I always loved the man. I bought this right off the damn stands, you betcha. I think he was inked by Ernie Chua on that one, though. Looks like it. And then, but before we start, folks, how about some Hostess fruit pies? The Joker as the cornered clown. We know the Joker is holed up in that building. Come out with your hands up, Joker. And have you tossed me back in a padded cell? I may be crazy, but I'm not stupid. Still, I have a trick up my sleeve. I'll pass out these Hostess fruit pies filled with Smilex. I like the old movies. You be the Keystone Cops. I'll throw the pies. Then he throws them. Duck. Nothing. These are Hostess fruit pies. Oh boy, cherry, apple. I want a blueberry one myself. Now, while the guard is down, I'll sneak out, and our guard is never down. Not even while eating this tender crust and real fruit filling. It's back to Arkham Asylum for you. Wait a minute. One Joker. One question, Joker. Why didn't you keep any Hostess fruit pies for yourself? Because I don't like them. Wow, he is crazy. You get a big delight in every bite of Hostess fruit pies. Oh, my God. Now, who didn't love that commercial? Who doesn't love Hostess fruit pie? Yes, definitely. And Ernie Chua, it was Chua at DC, Ernie Chan at Marvel. His real name was Ernie Chan. And at Marvel, he used Ernie Chan. But how come those fruit pies didn't blow up in their hands? Real ones, exactly. Some Joker. D-Bud Martin says, I never had a Hostess fruit pie. No, say it ain't so. I like the blueberry ones, the cherry one. They're all good. I loved every one of them. Lemon one, cherry. Now I'm hungry for apple pie, says Brian Hepburn. Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet, buddy. All right. So, yeah, anyway, on with the comic. Now, I haven't read this in quite some time, but I love the art. Created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, but we ain't paying them for it. Hey, they get their name in this comic. What do you want, you babies? Triumph and tragedy in the thrill-packed adventure of Superman. Appearing live at the Metropolis Forum, the one and only Superman, all proceeds to UNICEF. Solomon Grundy wins on a Monday. Garcia Lopez, inked by Bob Oxner. That's not great, but we'll take it. It's still Garcia Lopez pencils, though. Bob Oxner, I don't want to say anything cruel. He was okay-ish. Solomon Grundy originally fought Alan Scott in the JSA. That is a correct statement, J.D. Lewis. So, yeah, Solomon Grundy going to smash Super Friends. Remember when he talked like that? Ironhide likes Bob Oxford. That's cool, but as a penciler, though, as an inker, I don't know, man. He didn't really hurt anything too much. He did Supergirl and stuff like that in Adventure Comics. So, Grundy dead? You mean is Grundy dead? Yes, he's dead. He did. I'm not going to be mean to Oxner. I'm not. You're right, Ironside. I shouldn't be mean to Oxner. He was good. Yeah, the Super Friends, when he talked, he said, Solomon Grundy going to smash them Super Friends. Why does Grundy always have ill-fitting clothes? They were his clothes while he was alive. Why is he that big? Why can a guy, just because he died and turned into a zombie, possibly slug it out with Superman? Anyway. You hurt me, flying man, and because you hurt me, you die. Grundy's turning Metropolis into a swamp, and I've got to defeat him fast. But in the name of Krypton, how? Good question, Superman. And you better come up with an answer soon, or it's bye-bye Man of Steel. Written by Jerry the Hack Conway. Artist, Joel Garcia Lopez and Bob Oxner. Editor, the great, legendary Julius Schwartz. Julius Schwartz, what a great man. Love him. Really nice. Really, he was really cool dude, too. I bought a piece of original art from Julius Schwartz at Dragon Con one year. It was a page from the New Adventures of Superboy. It was a Kurt Schaffenberger page. Can't remember the exact issue it came from exactly, but it was like 23 maybe. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'll go along with JD. Yep. Oxford was a better inker than Blaisdell and Frank Chiaramonte or Dave Hunt, right? Dave Hunt was another one. Tex Blaisdell. Jeez. I think Blaisdell was a pseudonym for Vince Coletta. I don't know. Just kidding. So. Oxford Inc. better than Allred. Oh, you and your Allred. You know, HB's obsessed with Mike Allred. So, Soups. Nothing wrong with that, HB. Soups. Oh, some really cool art right here. I mean, at this time, look, it was predominantly this series was all Kurt Swan, whom I love. But it was still fun to see, Garcia Lopez. It was still fun to see him do this one. At this time, DC and Marvel, there was this influx of Filipino artists that they were hiring, and from other not just them, but in other countries as well. Well, Doc Fortune likes Mike Allred. I like Mike Allred. It's only HB that doesn't like him. I only like it when he does some retro stuff, though. When he does his own thing, like Masked Man and that kind of stuff, I don't really care. Or whatever. Not Matt. Is it Masked Man? What's the thing he does? Not really my bag. Not Masked Man. What's that name? Madman, sorry. Anyway. All right. So anyway, here we go. Superman is saving somebody like he always does. Oh, nuts! It's Superman. You must have found out the shakedown. It's too bad for him. With these here laser rifles, we can burn him to charcoal. Men, you disappoint me. Well-equipped crooks like you, not knowing about my invulnerability or my heat vision. What's the world coming to? The organization Human represents Skull must really be pathetic. Not only do you waste time hijacking a small-time hood like Simeon, you also let word about it, the plan leak out. Really? You take all the fun out of being a superhero. Superman being a little lighthearted there. See, Jerry Conway wrote Spider-Man for so long, I guess he thought Superman should talk like him, right? Ecstatics was fun. I got you. I never read that. So anyway, Solomon Grundy. This was. I mean, I love it just for the silliness of it and the art. But all right, so Solomon Grundy, to be precise, the other side interlude, the other side of space. To be precise, the other side of space, where the other spots we're concerned with now is the dimension occupied by Earth 2, Electric Boogaloo. A world much like our own, existing on another vibrational plane. For more about Earth 2, see All-Star Comics now on sale. All-Star was that All-Star comic series by Wally Woodart sometimes. Bob Layton, yeah. Amongst others. Paul Levitz was writing that, I believe. Here we find Slaughter Swamp and the Mecha-Crested Bog. We also find a man-creature called Solomon Grundy. Grimly smashing away at an impenetrable green force field with the same fierce determination he's displayed for years. Not real life, only a weird distortion of it. Solomon Grundy is said to have been created by the strange chemical reaction of sunlight on swampland. After numerous rampages, he was imprisoned in this swamp by the Green Lanterns of Earth 1 and 2. Earth 2. And ever since he stood here, vainly striking again and again, 2 Green Lanterns made this shield to trap me forever. But I will be free. Wait. Remember hearing 2 Green Lanterns, 2 Flashes, 2 Earths, maybe 2 Solomon Grundys. Reader, this is an historic moment. For the first time since its creation, Solomon Grundy has had an independent idea. Witness now as he acts upon that idea, turning from the lantern shield to walk deep into the shadowed swamp. All right, what's going on over here? Sorry about your shortcomings. What does that mean, Dave? Anyway, so I want to see how Grundy gets to the other dimension. Again, some great art by Lopez and Oxner. Maybe on other Earth is another Solomon Grundy, someone like me, someone to be my friend. I go to other Earth, no matter how long it takes. I got, and true to his word, somehow, in some way, Solomon Grundy goes. Now wait a minute. So we get no explanation how Solomon Grundy, who was on Earth 2, goes to Earth 1. Why? I hear you. No, I understand Doc Fortune, absolutely. See, this is, I think Conway wrote this issue just before he left DC to be the editor-in-chief for Marvel for 1 month, then he returned to DC. Yes, he was all over the place, that Jerry. Well, he's a nut. It's about being a fellow pro, seeing what a fellow pro can't do and avoids. Work for the big 2, Dark Horse. Avoidance. What the hell is going on? What's he going to do against Superman? Well, in this one, he's like the Hulk. I don't know. I want to find out, because this, again, I love this issue. Sometimes I used to flip it a lot, but I hadn't read it. I bought it on the stand, of course, when it came out in 1976, but I read it at some point in the 80s and 90s again, but I haven't reread it in so long. I can't remember, other than loving the art. For the time being, we leave Solomon Grundy to join the Man of Steel, who nearing the Galaxy building completes. Anyway, Clark Terry, my dear. Why a gorgeous girl like you wants to meet a zero like him when you've got Steve Lombard around? Yeah, these are the Steve Lombard days. Let's just say I like the shy type, Mr. Lombard. It's your funeral, lady. Hey, Clarky, you've got company. This girl's named Terry Cross, and she says you turn her on. Though I can't see why or how. Did she say that? She walked in and said, Clark, it turns me on? Wow. Of course, she looks like Mary Jane to me. Why did he say she's Mary Jane Watson? He says, Clark, face it, Tiger, you've hit the jackpot. Parker Luck, what's up? Parker Luck says, Clobberin, I am watching the Gary 7 episode of the original series, that's Assignment Earth of Star Trek, but what I will admit is that it was to be set up for a, but I will admit is that it was set up to be, Quester was something he did later. It was set up to be a series. I don't know what the series is supposed to be. The Gary 7 show was supposed to be a springboard for a pilot series that didn't work out. He put his pilot on his regular Star Trek series. He didn't sell it, unfortunately, because Robert Lansing would have been terrific. Then years later, he did a TV movie called The Quester Tapes, which was another chance for him to try to do something relatively similar. Not exactly like it. Of course, the character of Data on TNG is very very much based upon Quester, in my view, and the view of many others. So, but yes, Not one of the greater, maybe not one of the greater episodes, but it's still original track. So, and thank you, Parker, for that. Let's see. So, who's this chick? I just had to meet you, Mr. Kent. I watch all the time on the 6 o'clock news. And when I met Mr. Lombard at lunch, he said he'd introduce us. You work for Galaxy, Miss Cross? No, actually, I'm a groupie. Wow. What dialogue, Jerry? I just love getting next to stars. Stars? Of all the newsmen in the world, why him? Hey, she's hot. She looks like Mary Jane. Go ahead, Clark. I mean, look at the guy. Fantastic chick throws herself at him, and he doesn't know what to do. I know what to do, but do girls doesn't me? Maybe it's his aftershave. What the? Jerry Conway, I'm sorry, folks. He was a crappy hack. Not just a rotten jerk on Twitter. That's true. In that Royale episode, this is a scene where Data does what Quester did in that episode. Yeah. Hey, Ironhide, right? Jerry Conway's fantasy that some hot chicks in the funny books. There are some hot chicks in the funny books, but yeah. Yeah, he just said some dumb crap, but I've always thought Conway was a hack. I got to be honest with you. I've never, I mean, he's written a lot. I've read a lot of his comics. I mean, I guess there's some okay ones. Some of them are good despite him when the art's good, but and no, I don't blame him for killing Gwen Stacy. That was Stan. Had made him do that. So, not that it matters. Maybe she just needed to die. I don't know. Interlude, a timeless zone outside of space, somewhere between Earth's and Wadi Antui, through the lifeless mist. Something moves. Once more to Metropolis, 6 p.m. This is Clark Kent with the evening news. A hot chick came into my office, and boy was wrong page. Damn it, Steve! Why did you put that there? The afternoon, 3 costume criminals. No, this afternoon, 3 costume criminals were made fools of by Superman. Not me. I'm kidding. I'm not Superman. To kidnap alleged crime boss Samuel Simeon. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. Says he's thinking. So anyway, all of a sudden, Grundy walks out of this into our dimension on Earth too. I mean, I don't know why. It's not explained. Oh Lord, it's a monster. So he starts running around terrorizing people, looking for Green Lantern. Well, it was looking for the other Solomon Grundy, not even looking for Green Lantern anymore. So the WGS studio is a monster. Blah, 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 blah. Sounds like trouble. How can I deal with it as Superman when I'm Clark on the camera as Clark Kent? Well, you should have thought of that. Yes, there is a way. There's a way. Oh, my, now I remember. Oh, my God. I think I remember the way he did this now. Probe is on archive. I hope it's good. I wonder if they're good copies, HB, because a lot of the copies have bad sound now since it's never been transcribed. I need good copies before this sound starts to fry these damn things. The JSA didn't take off creatively until Levitz took over from Conway. Very true, JD. Right there on that same page with you, bud. So there's Clark Kent is on the air as Clark Kent. Oh, man, I remember this now. So it's coming back to me. The way he gets out of being on the air is so stupid. I love this art by Garcia Lopez. I remember this being really dumb. I mean, fun. Look, it's fun. We're having fun with fun comics. So we're not trashing it. I mean, just trashing. I'm picking on Jerry Conway. And so less than 60 seconds later, Crimson's blah, blah, blah. So Superman goes after, as you can see, Clark's still on the air. How can that be? As you can clearly see, reader, Clark's on the job as usual. A bulletin that just handed to me. Blah, 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 blah. The question is how? How? For the moment, let's shelve that question and instead concentrate on action. No, that's a different title. This is Superman, not Action Comics. The sound was bad. Probably VHS rips. That's all there are VHS rips now for the most part. The ones on YouTube sound bad, terrible. Wasn't this issue art by? Yeah, no, it's not Ross Andrew. It's Garcia Lopez and Bob Oxner. He said no. It was John Romita Sr. who said Gwendolyn Stacy could be killed. Stanley was on vacation at the time. Amazing Spider-Man 121 saw print. No, man, they couldn't kill a character like that without Stan's permission at the time. I mean, John Romita Jr. Sr. wasn't even on the book at that point. I mean, it had to be an editorial, him or an editorial decision. Did Stan spin that yarn? Did he? Don't believe anything Stanley ever says. And if John Romita said that, I love John Romita Sr., but that's a CYA, and that's a CSA covering Stan's ass. But I mean, look, everyone accepts it as comic book lore and understands she died. It's not a big deal. Just saying, Stan, Funky Flashman made the decision. At that time, editorial decisions he was still making. And you couldn't kill off any kind of major player of a character. It's not dumb art. It's Garcia Lopez doing Michael Bay when Michael Bay was a Rugrat. No, the art's wonderful. I love it. I mean, I think it could have been better inked. I mean, Oxner inking Garcia Lopez overpowers him a little much. I like Oxner, but all right. I don't know. It's fine. Oh, again, when I bought this comic, I must have read it like 5 times the first day in the good old 1976. So all of a sudden, Solomon Grundy can jack Superman into the air like that. I felt that somehow Grundy's become even more powerful than he was before. This time I won't pull my punch. So, good on Conway for addressing it. But again, we have some cool stuff right here. The art's the best thing about this comic. I mean, it's fun. The battle's fun, of course, yeah. Good night, Maddie's daddy. Thanks for popping in, buddy. To be fair, I think Romita Sr. was inking, plus was art director at Marvel. Art director he was, yes. But, of course, hard to say how much input he had on the direction of the book. Well, at the time, he wasn't – I don't know if he inked that one or not. He may have inked that issue. I thought it was Esposito on Kane, but you might be right. Maybe he inked it. I got to check. But as far as killing characters, I think – didn't even Conway said he didn't want to kill her? I don't know. One of them said that. Anyway, it's not a big deal. They brought her back and ruined her like they brought every other dead character anyway. Spider-Gwen. Ugh, why? Well, never mind. Never been hit like that in my entire life. Never. How's he gained it? Grundy has tremendous power, perhaps even more than I have. This could be a job for the Justice League. But as long as my fellow leaguers are off in space, Grundy is my responsibility. Of course they're off in space. They hold this excuse in the book. Who's on monitor duty? The UT. Can't say duty anymore. People going, duty. And they have to get him under control before he destroys everything, including that building. Well, Grundy, fun time is over. You're going to tell me who brought you to this earth and why? No one brought me here, Flying Man. I walked. To find the other. But you... Why you bother Solomon Grundy? Incredibly, so heavy I can't lift him. Wow. You stop bothering Solomon Grundy or you die, Movoga. Sen always said Conway and Thomas conspired to kill Gwen off while he was on vacation, always pawning off the blame. Yep. This writing is bullshit. Yeah, well, it is funny. And even Superman can be stunned by a Solomon Grundy, and when the stunning occurs, what great for blah, 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 unconscious fellows born on a gentle current, man of tomorrow, dressed as darkness. So he's flooding the. Wow, Mr. Kent, this is just too far out. That creepy chalk white guy is walking off, and Superman has disappeared. That's not all, Terry. Something's happening to the streets. Metropolis is becoming a swamp. Think Chalky responsible, Mr. Kent? I'm so scared I don't know what to think, Terry. Again, who is this guy? This is a caption, and again, who is this guy? You're a great kidder, Mr. Kent. Who's kidding? I'm petrified. Oh, come off it. I bet it's just an act. But seriously, huh? Look, Mr. Kent. Yeah. Hey, great. It's Superman. Boy, you really had us going there a moment, Superman. Yes, for a moment. Jesus. Terry must have convinced Clark to bring her along for the ride, which complicates matters considerably. All right, who's ready for this explanation and why that's Clark? This is why Jerry Conway. I mean, it's the kind of crap they would do in the Silver Age comics, so whatever, man. Oh, God. By the way, in honor of Clobby, no beans in the chili today. Actually, I like beans in my chili. So I don't know who told you I don't want beans in the chili, but yeah. So, I mean, unless I'm like a hot dog, then chili with no beans, but you know. Anyway, so this is the freaking, oh my God. So who was that other guy? Steve Lombard back in the studio. I acted at super speed, grabbing Steve and giving him a dose of super hypnotism. Through suggestion I made, Steve believed he was me. Then I applied a liberal amount of makeup and a voice modifier to complete the job. Since we're about the same build, my clothes fit Steve well enough, so no one would know or notice the difference. When that was done, I returned Steve to the studio. That's right, folks. You heard that right. You saw that right. Super hypnotism. Steve Lombard, the bully that we all remember from the 70s at Galaxy Broadcasting when Clark was an anchor man, is believes he's Clark. Now you don't have to add any on my account, buddy. Das Wolfen, hello there. Let's see. Parker Lewis, you said that this issue came out in 1976. Yes. So didn't the oversized DC Marvel crossover, the Battle of the Century, Superman fighting Spider-Man, that Conway wrote? He wrote it. We reviewed that about a year or so ago. Reviewed it. As much as I love, that's one of my all-time favorite comics. The story is very silly. The writing's very silly, and I still love it because it's Ross Andrew with some hints of Neil Adams on some of the inking and Terry Austin and people like that. It's Superman and Spider-Man. That comic, I will adore it forever. When that came out, when I saw the ads for it, I went crazy, lost my mind, and I had to have it. I had to track it down, that Treasury edition, at the drugstore, and I still have my original copy today. The spine, the glue somehow just doesn't work anymore, so it comes out of the spine. It comes out of the cardstock cover, but I leave it in there, of course. But yeah, I love it. Even with Jerry Conway's silly writing. So Superman is boiling the water. It's a good thing the water isn't going to boil all these citizens. Starting with a Nova hot blast of heat vision that would fry everybody and boil everybody in the city. So people would be boiled alive if that superheated swamp water. But a gust of super breath will carry them to safety. Where? Looks like you're slamming them into the buildings. That reminds me of the swamp water. Where's it coming from? I've got a feeling it and Grundy are tied together, but how, huh? Come here, flying man. You hurt me for the last time. All I want is find other one, but you will not leave me alone. Grundy, wait, what other one? What are you? I not listen to you. I find others, Solomon Grundy, and you not stop me. Maybe not, but I can sure try. Feet to the head, boot to the head, boot to the head, boot. So let's see. Yeah, you're right. That is a great layout, by the way. So what Grundy just said reminded me of something. He fought both the Justice League and the Justice Society and knows about the parallel Earths. Somewhere in that twisted mind of his, what if he realized the implications? Grundy's always been alone and lonely. If he thinks there might be another Solomon Grundy on this Earth, he might have made his way here somehow to find his other self. Come back, flying man, I must smash you. Maybe the waters in the slaughter swamp gave him powers beyond our understanding. No, maybe Jerry Conway gave them to him. Ever think of that, Superman? Soups, you ever think for a moment that Jerry Conway gave him those powers? Just putting that out there. So, anyway, Superman flies. Grundy runs. My plan's working by racing ahead. I'm throwing Grundy off, which means I can try this. Okay, Grundy, we're going for a little ride. Try not to get too hysterical. Hey, go throw him in space. I kill. I was afraid you'd take it that way. On the ground, it's almost impossible to beat you, Grundy. And in the air, neither of us can win. So the battle's got to be fought in the water, Metropolis Bay. That's not a good idea, Soupy. Without hesitation, Superman strikes the only surface, plunging down through the bay waters after the sinking Solomon Grundy. But as they near the bottom, Grundy's grabbed the anchor chain. He must be planning to. Sure enough, he's pulling the ship like a fisherman reeling in a catch. What's your fault, Superman? You threw him in there. Now, Flagman, leave me alone. I'm thinking underwater. While he's busy saving ship, Solomon Grundy go free. So I love this right here. He's shaking the ship with the chain. This is one of my favorites. So Soups breaks the chain with his head. Nice, because he's Soups. I have to devise an ingenious plan to defeat Grundy, or at least halt his rampage. And thinking about my trick with Steve Lombard, I've just realized how. And then Superman lifting a ship is one of my favorite things in life. There's always Superman lifting a ship. Because you can't go wrong with Superman lifting a ship. HP says, I say Garcia Lopez almost did buildings in the Bee Gees as well as George Perez. Yeah. A challenge to an inker. Vinny would leave out of them. Yes, that's one of two. Vinny just erased shit. The Metropolis waterfront. Oh, there we go. Solomon Grundy, my friend. Who? I found you, my friend. Now we not need be alone anymore. You are me. You are also Solomon Grundy. Yes, I am Solomon Grundy of this earth. For a long moment, the two Grundys speak in slow monotones, like bloody children. We must leave this place, go where we not be hunted. Yes, I follow you, friend. So, like a child, Solomon Grundy accepts his friend's request for a suggestion without question. And soon he finds himself in the midst of a gray wasteland called the Luna Moon. Luna the Moon. So he dumped him on the moon. Confused, Solomon Grundy, leaving the marshland monster heartbroken and more alone. Grundy won the battle, but I won the war. So why do I feel so rotten? Grundy was a menace who had to be disposed of. for the public good, wasn't he? Sometimes being a Superman isn't such a fun job. I guess this is one of those times. He dumped Grundy on the moon. I know he doesn't have to breathe and everything, I guess, because he's dead. Speaking of embellishers, Longbush said, "Oh, Garcia Lopez's perspective was top 3 in comics." Oh, wow. Yep. Speaking of embellishers, says J.D. Lewis, my top 3 Superman embellishers are Murphy Anderson, he's the greatest. George Klein, right there with you, and George Schaffenberger. I agree with all 3 of those in that order. Greatness. Love them. I know Clobby isn't a big fan of Kelly Jones as har har. But a Kelly Jones Grundy versus Deadman written by Mike Barron in 91 would have been great. I probably would have. Mike Barron rocks. So Tuesday morning, 9:03 a.m. with Grundy's disappearance from the scene, Metropolis and Steve Lombard are back to normal. The Slaughter Swamp blight petered out. Left us up behind. Slop. I wonder what would happen if Grundy had been right, and if Earth One counterpart existed after all. Perhaps someday we'll know. Perhaps Solomon Grundy simply arrived too early. Next issue. Man of Steel faced biggest problem when he finds he's 7'2" and still growing. Anyway. Let's see if we have any. I always check the letters pages to see if any comics famous people have written letters. Not in this one so far. Nope. Oh, wait, some more. Extra. Wuxtree. And that's a nope. Oh, well. I'm not going to read it, but let's see what the cover of the next issue is. For the hell of it. Yeah. That's an Ernie Chua. Probably. More Garcia Lopez. Maybe I'll read that next time. Elliot Maggin. It should be better than Conway. There you go. That should be better than Conway. So let's see here. What we got going on up in here. But that was fun, wasn't it? Well, I don't know. I thought it was fun. Hope you all enjoyed that. Where Detective Comic Stories 28 pages back then, with 2 or 3 stories throughout the issues. Detective at that point, 1976. It was usually one story, like right there. That was an era where they were doing one story. Not too far off when they started making a lot of the books dollar books for a while. That experiment that Jeanette Kahn did. But right then and there, I think Detective may have been like a single story. But don't quote me on that, because this is the when the price hike to 30 cents for DC is going on. So I don't know. Anyway, for Halloween, maybe I should for next week. Oh, this is Halloween, right? I should have read this one. So I think Wednesday night for Wild Card Wednesday, and I don't do a lot of Halloween stuff. Everyone loves Halloween. That's cool. But I should, and on Nick's show, we're going to probably do, we're all going to do a Halloween comic, I guess. So you know what? Maybe maybe Wednesday night, I'll do one. It'll be Halloween related in that it'll be a Marvel comic with one of their monsters in it, like a Dracula teaming up with Spider-Man or some such. Who knows? That's true, Ironhide. That's right. Garcia Lopez did some crazy. I have a one of those hardcovers. It's a small, it's one of those. Oh, what do you call it? Those artist, not artist edition. One of those spotlight hardcovers. Garcia Lopez DC work interiors. He did so much ad work for them and covers, but he didn't do a lot of interiors. And then there are two of those books. Like Jim Aparo has a ton of them, of course, but there are two of those books that, like, the ones with the Superman stories of I got the Gil Kane Superman stories hardcover, and the Garcia Lopez hardcover. Hungry Boy Army of Darkness. Yeah, I was going off a little bit about that. Yeah, I'm gonna be on Nick's show tomorrow night. That's right, I forgot to mention that. I'm gonna be on Nick's Toxic Tuesday tomorrow night, talking Army of Darkness with the Toxic Tuesday boys. That'll be fun. That should be fun. So, yep. Army of Darkness, and I definitely will bitch about the director's cut. I mean, well, to an extent. So. Dos Wolfen says Army of Darkness is my favorite horror movie. Well, great movie. Love it. And the thing is about that, like Hunger Boy says, theatrical ending only. I agree with that. As far as watching the movie, it was fun to see the alternate ending, but when they released it on videotape, not videotape, when the first DVD set came out, it was just DVD. It was just theatrical cut, and then they came out with a special edition where you could watch. You could watch the special features. You could finally get to see the alternate ending, which is great. It's cool to watch. It's funny. It's fun to see it. You want to see that stuff, but it doesn't belong in the movie. Maybe, but I didn't direct it. Sam Raimi did. He wants it in there. It's his business. And it shows some of those changes. Then they did one like the directors, because they did like 3 or 4 different versions of the freaking DVD. And they knew that us suckers would keep buying them. There's so many versions. But the director can do what he wants with his own movie and all that stuff. But his director's cut's fine as long as people want to. He's the director. I'm glad he's a director getting to make some choices in his own movie. If that had been the original theatrical version, what he did, and then the extra scene would be the S-Mart scene, I'd be going, man, I like that scene better than what he did. But I still respect and I still understand. Oh, I was the sucker too. I bought 2 or 3 different versions of the Army of Darkness DVD whacked them when he was doing it. I bought at least 3. They were close together too. They had the normal one. It was just a theatrical cut. Bought that. Then couldn't have been too much longer. Too many years later, he came out with the this crazy loaded edition. Bought that. Then there was some kind of other Uber special edition thingy with a director's cut. Then there was another one there was at least 4 minimum. Way before Blu-rays were ever out there. These were, DVD sets, DVDs. Yeah, I mean, no. I love that's what I'm saying, but I'm just saying, for sake of argument, HB, if the S-Mart version wasn't the theatrical version, if he'd gone with the other one, I still love the movie. I'd be like, whoa, that's a messed up ending. And then later, like 10 years later, whatever it was, we get to see hey, Doc Fortune, have a good night. Thank you for being here. And then 10 years later, whatever, we get to see the S-Mart ending. I go, oh, that's so cool. I wish he'd have kept that instead of the other one. But I would still consider the other one the theatrical. And, I'm glad we got both. But I would still prefer the S-Mart ending every time. There you go. The Hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. What Fanty Outsider is referring to there, the Hello, Mr. Fancy Pants edition is every time we're on my Legion show, or I'm on the Legion show or the Fourth World show on J-Man's channel, he plays that clip of Ash saying, well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. And, oh, by the way, did you see you guys want to see my new shirts? I got me some new damn shirts. Well, I got me a new Legion shirt. I got to get them first, damn it. Hang on a dang second. Yeah, my Legion shirts I got. Hang on. I got some cool stuff today. May as well show them. And this is comic related, so, you know. It'll take me a minute to get them ready, but hey, Dad, man. All right. Let me load these bad boys up. Oh, I did that one, didn't I? Hang on. Two more. Okay. Then I'm gonna start promoting these guys. They're so cool. I bought shirts from these guys forever. If you're a Legion, this is all only if you're a Legion Superheroes fan, but it's comics, so I'm talking about it. There's a great company called Bearded Shirts. They do a lot of stuff. These guys are huge Legion of Superheroes fans. One of my favorite DC besides Death of in the Family story from Batman that I liked was Batman Son of the Demon by Mike Barr. Love the action. You like that one? Jerry Bingham did the art on that one. I like Jerry Bingham. Whatever happened to him? All right, let me get these pictures. Sorry, what I did, forgot something. All right. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Just a couple more to go. I'm shirt crazy now because he does so many great shirts. But anyway, I've been ordering shirts from Bearded Shirts for a long time. They make Legion of Superhero shirts. Now they branched out. They make Justice Society, some Teen Titans, just a lot of other types too. But that's their favorite comic stuff. I guess they got to license them out from DC to do this, right? And I've been dealing with them for many years now. And our good buddy J-Man, he was so, now that he and Sean have gotten into the Legion, they've gone crazy buying a bunch of shirts from the guy as well. And they've also started, promoting his site. They did a giveaway and everything. And I need to start promoting it now. And now the result is, and I'll be right there with your questions, by the way. Let's see. I better put this on another tab. Wrong. Another tab. Not that tab. Okay. I'll put them right here. So give me a second to load these, and I'll be right there, folks. Sorry about that. I wanted to have them up here anyway. Oh, my God. I changed everything. Yeah. But this is the kind of quality work these guys do. It's amazing. If you like geek shirts. So look, I know I own nothing but geek shirts. I've got enough. I mean, I couldn't wear a different one every day. I mean, there's so many of them. So, almost got it. One more. All right. So, yeah. Someone have a question? Sorry. Parker says, one of my favorite DC besides Death. Oh, you remember that one already? Thank you. Gave me that already. See anybody else? Clobby? One day you have to review Batman 291 through 294. The villains having a trial over who actually killed Batman storyline. Didn't they have sort of what? Didn't they adapt that on the animated series? You know what though? Good idea. Good idea, Iron. I'm gonna take a look at that in just a minute. First, here we go. I ordered. They got tons of other cool stuff. For example, I ordered this tumbler. I have another one that I got ordered from a while back. This just came in today. I ordered this from them. I bought it from them. These things are great. I love these. If you like your coffee or your tea or your water or whatever, it's a big ass thing. And look at that design. Neil Adams, Dick Giordano, Legion classic. Triple X shirts. They got 5Xers there, Hungry Boy. So then, of course, I also ordered. I wanted to have it on a shirt too. I ordered this shirt a good while back. Takes a while for them to make them. So I have this shirt that came in last week. Isn't that nice? And then, by the way, this is what you call an all-over shirt. It's that way on the back as well. It goes all the way around. Look at that beautiful design. Okay, and then because of our promotion going on, the wonderful and I've been buying from them for many years. They sent us a gift. They sent me 3 gifts today. That's Wolfen says, I have a ton of T-shirts too. My closest is mostly closet mostly filled with Chiefs jerseys and polo shirts with a few pullovers and sweaters. There you go. Thank you. Chiefs, indeed. Chiefs are doing better, man. So here you go for the 3 that they sent me today as gift. I didn't buy these, and I'm just stunned. That's from the great Steve Lytle from a cover of Who's Who in the Legion issue. Love it. This is from Legion of Superheroes number 300. Love, love, love this one. And this is from the Legion Treasury Edition. I also have a tumbler of this one I've had for a while. And yes, it goes. These shirts go all the way around. Is that not beautiful or what? Oh, it's easy to please, I guess. But anyway, I love these shirts. So there you go. Fun stuff. Again, shout out to the great pals at Bearded Shirts. I'm so happy. I make an old man happy just having some geek shirts to wear. And they're very soft. Like, I don't know what kind of material exactly they are. Just very, very soft. They're really nice. Man. And I have needed pretty big shirts, and they obliged. So they always did. I tell you, one time I felt that I've told J-Man this story. One time I ordered a shirt, and it was a shirt with all the Legion logos on there, all the insignias, right? Oh, yeah, I'm going to get the link in just a second, sir. Let me go get the link right now. So I ordered the one with all the Legion insignias. And they try to be friendly to all Legion fans, even ones like like I hate all the what I call the airsat stuff. They got various things on their website. You can just find anything pretty easy. There you go. Thought I had the thing popped out. What the hell happened? Oh, okay. So make sure that link's working properly. Yep, it is. Okay. So there you go. You can find unbelievable stuff. They got great JSA shirts. They're branching out into other stuff too. I can only imagine they're making a deal with DC, but they've been doing these Legion shirts for many years. And they do ship all over the world, by the way. And so when I ordered my Legion air shirt, they had a bunch of airsats. That's not their fault. They were, so I felt bad about it, but I saw, oh man, well, I took a look after I'd already paid for it. And I was like, oh my God, this is a number of years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago. I felt bad, so I didn't want to be mean. I just wrote back. I wrote them. I said, well, I told them actually, I gave them in as nice a way as you can imagine me saying it, how I don't like anything after 1989. And they read Legion forever, so they know what I'm talking about. Even if whether they agree or not, I don't know. But I said, so look, I understand that, and I'm not complaining. It's my fault. If you haven't processed the order yet, would you mind? I could pick an alternate shirt, no problem. I don't have to get that one. And the guy said, well, just tell me which insignias you want, in which era, I'll get them for you. And I wrote back, oh man, you don't have to do that. That's too much trouble. He said, no, I like doing this. And so the man actually went out of his way to put the insignias that I want. He said, nope, send me the list and I'll do it all Silver and Bronze Age. And that meant that cut out some of the ones he was going to. So I said, you could just put like a Legion L in some spots that that fill the middle and the two sides. And they even did the subs, the substitute. All the classic ones. I still have that shirt, of course. And it was very nice of him. And of course, I bought tons and tons of shirts, some caps, cups, tumblers, posters. I've been buying Legion stuff from him for years. And when J-Man and Sean, it's amazing. They're great guys. J-Man and Sean, had not read Legion before. These guys know their comics. They've been reading. They're lifelong veteran comics fans. Just one they never tried that much. And they've heard me talk about it. And now J-Man, those guys are, Jay and Sean have become big fans. And I'm gratified that they like it. I'm a Creator Legion fan there, and so much so they've been buying a lot of stuff from the site, and Jay, really started pushing their site. I never even thought about it, and I'm going to start trying to promote them too. And he mentioned me and Eddie, the guy that runs it. Eddie, if I know you're probably not listening, but if you are, shout out to you, my friend at Birded Church. He knew who I was because of all the stuff I podcast, and he sent me these 3 shirts. It's so nice. What a great guy, man. They're a bunch of great fellows at Birded Shirts. I love what they do. What a great site. That's what it says. I'll probably picking up a few JSA shirts. I want an Alan Scott GL, Jay Garrick. They got some cool stuff. They really do. Now, if they only get some Booster and Beetle, I don't know if they've had that yet, but you never know. I don't think so. Here's another interesting question for you, Clobby, says Parker Luck. When Detective owned the Star Trek license, why didn't they have a crossover with all the company's heroes? You mean Star Trek teaming up with the Marvel, the DC heroes like Marvel did it? Like when Marvel had it? I don't know. I can't give you an answer to why they didn't, other than they probably just never even considered it. Certainly it was done at Marvel with the X-Men, Star Trek Next Generation crossovers. And then IDW has been doing that kind of stuff. So when DC did that, I guess it may not even have occurred to him, Parker. I don't know. They probably thought it was a dopey idea. And quite frankly, I'd agree with them. The X-Men Star Trek crossover is a stupid idea, in my opinion. Maybe there was a comic, and then they even did a novel. They did novels. Then it was X-Men Star Trek Next Generation after that. And I think they're dopey ideas. Just like when in IDW does. Look, they did Star Trek Legion of Superheroes, but I had to buy that one because it was original Real Trek. The Real Trek original, and it was actually the few Legionnaires they used made them look like Silver to Bronze Ages. So it was my Legion, nothing disgusting, new drivel. And it had some good art on it, and it was kind of a not so great story. But the closest DC has to Star Trek is the Legion because it's in the future, it's science fiction, fantasy, as opposed to Star Trek being science fiction, of course, but still, it's the closest to it, superhero fantasy, So I looked at the Legion section, and they have Giffen Darkseid shirt. Yeah, yep. Must get that next. I got a couple. He gave, like I said, I got the one where it's the cover of the first issue of the Great Darkness Saga with them Legion attacking the logo. Man, it's just, and they got a lot of they got some dark side there. I mean, there's too many. There's one other shirt I want to buy. Well, there's a ton I want to buy. I like the tumblers too. I like man, they got tote bags now, Legion tote bags. I'm like, man, I would use that tote bag just because Legion. It's just incredible. And Legion fans are rabid. They may not be Legion anymore in terms of not as many, but we're something. I only like Giffen when he was being adorable, wannabe Kirby goofball inked by Jansen. I liked him when he was in that stage, but I loved his Legion stuff. Sorry, I mean, when his Legion, I guess if it were the closest I would say who he was trying to emulate when he did Legion before he changed his style, would be sort of like almost like a Perez kind of a look to it. It was glistening, and of course Larry Mouston inking really looked good. At least I thought it was. Like a Great Darkness Saga has none of that later terrible, not a terrible style for the original artist, mind you, but yeah. Oh yeah, I saw the Giffen sub shirt. That's cool too. Das Wolfen, that's so badass, isn't it? Yeah. In fact, we'll look at some of it now. He did. I can't believe they did that cover with Bugs Bunny. Now, this one I don't like because it's moderny, but they're gonna make something for them. This was an interesting comic called Superboy's Legion, but that's a cool cover. Look at this is a dark. This is a this was the cover of the Great Darkness Saga hardcover. I love this cover. Oh my God. Look at that. That's gorgeous. And these are all over. Most of them. All around. That's an all over shirt right there. Shooter, what's up, bud? This is in. Jennifer Lawrence is the first woman to appear fully nude in a movie. Such a strong and brave woman, Shooter. Okay. Really? You know something? That's a good point. Hungry Boy, I'm going to ask him. How about a Dave Cockrum Legion shirt? Yeah. I'm all over it. He's got a Grell one and an Adams. I'm going to say, hey, man, how about some Dave Cockrum love there, brother? Thank you. Thank you. HB, I will mention it to him. I'll say, man, because oh, wait, there is one. I got it. What am I talking about? I have the Dave Cockrum one, like a cool Dave Cockrum one he did. This one I got to get next, probably. Well, not next, but it's coming up. This one I'm going to get. Yeah, it was actually Bugs Bunny. That's a comic they did, Das Wolfen. But they were doing like a Warner, like a DC and Warner character crossovers. I've got It's the shirt. It's with the cover of Superboy starring the Legion of Superheroes 197. The first one when the Legion title went on there with it's a Dave Cockrum cover with a Timberwolf fighting them. So yeah. Where are we at? Oh, all right. But here's the one. Let me show you the one I'm buying next. I gotta have next though. Look at these tumblers. These are pretty cool. This is what I'm getting next right here, folks. George Perez. Joel Parade, folks. That's Legion of Superheroes number 280. You can't doesn't do it justice right here. One of the most gorgeous covers ever, man. This is beautiful beyond belief. Yeah, what a shirt. I gotta have that one. It will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine. It's not on sale anymore. Well, it says sale. It's on sale, sort of, yeah. Poo-poo on that one. This is the one he sent me. Cool. You know what? This one's growing on me. I might just, it's weird, but it's got too many of the fake logos, so I can't, though. I don't know. It's pretty cool looking, but Legion of Baxter series number 1. Hey, Apollomies, Minion, and Pupper. Hope you're doing well, dear. So, cool. I love the cups. I got some great cups. Oh, this is one here. This is one I've got. This one here. No, I don't have this one. I have the plain one. That's the all over one. My bad. Look at that. Too bad that's 5 years later. You know what? For a Joe Staten cover, this is not bad. I almost want this one. Because it's got Saturn Girl in her 70s outfit. Wow. Wowzer. Bump, 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 bump. Look at all this other Legion of Superheroes stuff. Look at the covers, man. Oh, look, there's the all-over one with the subs. Das Wolfen, is that the one you were talking about? Lasher. Hey, how's it going? Oh, not much, Lasher. That's what's going on. We're just talking some comics. I reviewed a couple of comics, and we're showing some stuff from a Legion of Superheroes shirts that I ordered from a website. Your Muslim uncle. What's up, buddy? But this one, Das Wolfen, I think this is the one you were talking about with the substitute heroes. Great shirt. Yesterday when I was getting my comics, I was able to also get some novels. One was The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells, and the other was titled The Toyminator. The Toyinator? Oh, The Toyinator? Which one seems Halloween related to you? Well, I'd say Invisible Man, but maybe the other one is too. Yeah, that's a cool one, Das. There's one with Bugs Bunny. You know, that's kind of a funny. I bought that comic when it came out, just for shites and giggles. I actually like this Ambush Bug one here. This is when his style was getting kind of crazy, but he was great on Ambush Bug. This is kind of a funny shirt. I can't buy them all, though. I can't afford all these damn shirts, man. He's killing me with these shirts. I always go, my God, you keep making shirts so they can't afford all of these, man. You're killing me. You're killing me, Eddie. But I love you. I love bearded. They're the bearded shirts. It's the best, man. I don't know how you guys do it. Link in the description below. And link it's not in the description below yet, but it will be. But it is in the chat. And here it is again. Link to this great site. We'll look at some JSA in a second. Oh, look at the Ambush Bug one. Another Ambush Bug. Cool. Superboy's Legion. This is not. Look, pillows, even though I don't like that Monel because it's from a later drivel. It's later from it's Amerisats. Look, tote bags. Now you guys tell me honestly now. Are you a girl if you carry one of these tote bags? Look at it. It's the Legion on there. You better give me the right answer. Just because one of them is Duo Damsel. Duo Damsel tote bag. Well, I wouldn't get that one. I get the guys, but yeah, the link's in the chat. I just put it in the chat there, your Muslim uncle. Great site. Bearded shirts. I've been buying from, as I was telling the story earlier, I've been buying from them for many years. And my buddy J-Man's promoting them and stuff like that. And he met him through me, so he gave me some gifts of some shirts today that I got in, and I love it. Well, I have one issue with I have a wildfire cap, by the way. But there's yet to do a wildfire shirt that I want. But I'm hoping to change that. Oh, man, I want that. I think I know what I want them to do with wildfire. I'm going to make a suggestion. These shirts are, they're just beautiful. He's got Duo Damsel, but there's 3 of her. Dude, that makes her a triplicate, girl. Look at this shirt. Except show the shirt. Don't show the... Well, I like seeing the girls, come to think of it, yeah. You're covering... That's the cover of Legion 200. And this chick's covering it up. It's a good thing she's cute. I hate that version of Wildfire. Or that's the... So here's my... All right, Hungry Boy, I want to talk to you about this. I like the art. This is some independent artist they got to do this. However, what's wrong with this picture? I'll tell you. Wildfire is not the Human Torch. I repeat. Wildfire is not the Human Torch. I think these guys, they know better. I don't know what happened. And I don't, by the way, if any of them ever hear me this, I don't want to, I'm bitching at them. I love them. I would love a wildfire thing like this, but I can't sanction the flames around him. Energy, he never has energy around him like that. Never. Go find me a when he was in this outfit, the Erg 2 outfit, Erg 1, Erg 2. And this is pretty good art. I like the artist. I would buy that if it didn't have the flame around it. That, not the pillow, but the shirt. But he's got another one with him in Wildfire, and he's got the damn flames around him. Yeah, but these guys, Eddie and those guys, I don't know, maybe they just passed it, and that's fine. Eddie, don't be offended, man. It's just an old geek. But Wildfire's not the Human Torch. I love the Human Torch, and I love Wildfire. Wildfire does not have that around him. But anyway. But he's a nice artist. And a good art, and I'm just being a biatch. But I might try to delicately mention to him that I would like a different wildfire like that. That's a pillow there, but they've used that on a few. Look, Polar Boy. Oh my God, I wonder. Polar Boy. J-Man loves Polar Boy, and I love Polar Boy too. He's a great character. Leader of the subs. And then he became a member of the Legion. But I don't know. I wonder if he knows about that pillow. I'll have to tell him about that. And oh my God, a Polar Boy all over shirt. Holy crap. Where's that shoe? Wow, this is a beautiful Dawn Star. Pillow. Pillow. I know HB, it's different, but yeah. With every place saying you have to bring your own bags when you shop, I personally see no reason for tote bags of any design, Clobby. See no reason for tote bags of any design, Clobby. Whatever do you mean? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good Dawn Star. It's kind of a small picture, but I love Donnie. Look at Color Kid. Jesus Christ, that's fantastic. Quizlet, man. You know, I want a Quizlet pillow. I might just have to get a. I may have to get a Quizlet pillow. Oh, cool! It's got Legion on the other side. Now that's fun. I like that pillow. It's just I can't choose, man. Oh, see, this I need to get one day. This Quizlet shirt. Because Quizlet does not get enough love, man. Know what I mean? Look at that. I love Quizlet. Oh, my. Yeah, if you wear that Color Kid in these times, no kidding, huh? That's true, Ironhide. That's true, dude. Let's see here. Now, Karate Kid, that's my boy right there. Look at this. Oh, man, this is a coinky dink. This dude is wearing the shirt that we're doing. We're doing this comic. No, we're doing it in 2 weeks, I think. No, we're doing this next week. Or maybe in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we're doing this one. Legion 347, that's a Jim Shooter issue when he's first got one of his first ones. It's Karate Kid in it. Yay. Oh, there's a Karate Kid pillow. Oh, that's cool. Shrinking Violet pillow. Crypto stuff. Oh my god. Now this one I have. This is my other tumbler I have. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Make drinking things fun by the pillow. All right, HB, have a good night. Take care. But I'm right behind you. We're about to get out of here. So, yeah, we're about to. What is that? Giffen Table Runner. Wow. All right, my friends. Oh my God! Look at Phantom Girl. Jesus, mother of God, is that gorgeous? Phantom Girl pillow. That's appropriate. I love it. Holy crapola! All right, my good friends. Well, it is time to start wrapping it up. Please appreciate y'all being here with me tonight. Had a lot of fun hanging with you. I hope you had some fun as well. Let's see. What we got going on? A couple show notes, of course. I'll be here Wednesday night doing some open geekness. We'll have the 9 p.m. for the clubhouse Thursday night. Tomorrow night I'll be on the great Nick Weiser's channel with for Toxic Tuesday. We're talking about Army of Darkness. Then I got the like I said, the clubhouse. We got Fourth World on J-Man's channel Friday night, reviewing it with Sean and Jay, and always have a great time doing that. Love it, love it, love it. My buddy Nick Weiser's show after that. For some the nightly comic, the Friday comic shop talk, and then of course Saturday night Star Trek with my wonderful first officer, 9 p.m. Central, and then 10 p.m. Eastern, the Sunday Night Geekery on the Great Mark D's channel. We will have it'll be part 2 of the San Diego Comic-Con. Listen to me, New York Comic-Con 2023 exploits. And that was a lot of fun. And then Monday night reviewing Legion on J-Man's channel again with Sean and J-Man. So that about wraps it up for tonight. Lasher, thank you. And Parker, good to see you. We'll see. Parker, I have one more question though. Clubby, when you shop in your state, do you have to bring your own bags to carry stuff to your car? That's what I meant. Oh, that. I'm sorry. Not everywhere. No. To my knowledge, no. Not no. Um, there are places that one or two places where they make you can buy bags, and you can bring your own bag if you want. But most of the regular, grocery stores, they have bags. So I mean, I think there's one or two stores like doesn't Trader Joe's do that? They make you or do they give you bags too? Don't they? So no, I don't think so. I know there's a place called Aldi that we're getting down here. We went to the one not too far. We went to one we went to an Aldi, and you have to I think you have to buy a few bags. You have to buy the bags or something. Oh well. Anyway, shout out to all of you, the wrenches, of course. Eric K, Chris Persia, D Bud Martin, Lord Thoth, J Man, Hungry Boy, Cal L, Maddie's Daddy, Fandy Outsider, Maximum Redstone, and everyone else. Thank you so much. Yeah, Aldi. That's right. We just now getting some Aldis down here, Das Wolfen. They're pretty cool. So, all right, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here with us tonight, or with me tonight. And it's been fantastic. Have a fantastic remainder of your night and a great week. And I'll be here for you.
Clobberin time. Clobberonimo. I just love clobbering time.